Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my Facebook ads course. So, in the last session, I was showing you how to set up your ad set, and today we're going to continue from where we left off. Before I continue, I just want to clarify one thing I forgot to mention in the last session while talking about the conversion event. So, I discussed the conversion event extensively in the last session, but I forgot to mention this. So, what I want to tell you is that when you choose the purchase conversion event, that means that Facebook is going to look for the people who are most likely to purchase from your website. So it is going to be harder than looking for people who are going to add to cart. For example, if you choose the add to cart conversion event, so Facebook is going to be easier for Facebook look for people who add to cart, because naturally more people add to cart and abandon cart than purchasing a product. So it's going to be easier. In the same manner, if you choose view content means people who come to your website just look at your page and then close your website. It's going to be even more easier for Facebook to look for people who view content. So when you choose view content as your conversion event, you might get much more people coming to your website than when you choose the purchase conversion event. When you choose the purchase conversion event, there may be a half or even less people who are coming to your website than when you choose the conversion event. But the for example, if 100 people are coming to your website when you choose the view content conversion event, then 30 people may come to your website when you choose the purchase conversion event. But those 30 people are more likely to purchase from your website than those 100 people. So that is what you need to understand, and that is why I suggest that you always choose the purchase conversion event. But you can test. There are some people who have tested out the add to cart conversion events and they've got more purchases. So you have to keep testing and identifying which conversion event is going to work for you. 90% of the time, the purchase conversion event is the one that you have to choose, and that is the one that will get you results. Okay, so moving on. I've already discussed the budget and the schedule. Today we're going to go to the audience. Okay, so the first part, this part does not concern people who are starting off with Facebook ads, because this part is where you choose a specific audience through the data that you have gathered in your pixel. For example, people who have come to your website in the last 30 days, you can make a custom audience for that. For example, if 1,000 people have visited your website in the last 30 days or 60 days or 360 days, whatever it is, or 180 days, you can create a custom audience according to that. But since you're beginning out with Facebook ads right now, this will not be of much concern to you. And I'm going to discuss this custom audiences extensively in the last section of this course, in which I'll be teaching you how to scale your Facebook ads advanced level. So right now, when you're starting off, you don't need to focus on this. As you can see over here, they're talking about custom audience and lookalike audience. I'm going to discuss both of these in the last section, in the Facebook ads advanced section. So when you're beginning off, you don't need to focus on this, and you can just scroll down to the next part. Okay, this is the part where you're going to choose in which location you want to run your ads. So for example, if you want to run your ads in the United States, you click on that, and then it'll show the United States, and make sure that you choose people living in this location. Make sure that you don't choose the other three, so that the ads are shown to people who are citizens of the United States and not tourists. Okay. Then, for example, if you want to show your ads to only a few cities, so what you can do is you can exclude location, or you can click on this, only include cities, or you can exclude cities if you want to. So for example, if you want to only include big cities, large cities, click on that, and then as you can see, there are 294 cities over here. If you want to filter it even more, you click over here, and then you can see they give you an option of the population you want. So if you want the cities that have a population of greater than 1 million, then you click on 1 million. And as you can see, there are 11 cities that have a population of greater than 1 million. So this is how you can filter out cities and target specific cities and areas in a country. Okay, moving on, you can choose your age. In the beginning, I suggest that you keep this open because you do not have any data. Once you have data, once you have orders, once you have sales, and you know that a specific age of people are buying your products, then you can narrow down your audience. This is the gender. You can choose whatever gender you want to. Okay, and this is the part that you have to focus on. So, for example, right now we're running ads for Nike shoes. So you can choose any interest you want to, type in any interest and look whether Facebook is giving you an option for an interest. So for example, when I type in footwear, so there is an interest for footwear. So just click on that, and as you can see, the interest has been added. So what Facebook will do is it will target the people who are interested in footwear and who like pages related to footwear, etc. If you want, you can add 2 or 3 interests together. That's called stacking up interests. And you can just click on suggestions. And then as you can see, Facebook will suggest other interests to you as well. So for example, if you want to choose shoes, then you can choose that as well. Just make sure that your audience is broad enough for Facebook to have a chance to understand who your target audience is. Make sure it's not less than 2 million. If it is less than 2 million, then what you can do is you can choose your interests, and then you can click on this. Once you click on this, the audience will increase automatically. So for now, for example, I deselected it and the audience has come back down to 12 million people. Once I click on this, then it will go back to 26 million people. So if you feel that you have already entered all the interests but still your audience size is still small, then you can click on this. Now for example, if your audience is too broad, if your audience is around 80, 90, 100 million people, and you want to narrow it down, then what you can do is you can click on this exclude. And for example, if our shoes are Nike and you want to exclude a specific audience, then you can search for Adidas and go to Adidas. You can search for Adidas and go to Adidas interests. So then what Facebook will do is it will target people who are interested in shoes and footwear. It won't target those who are interested in Adidas shoes. It will target all the people who are interested in the other companies except for Adidas. So that is what excluding audiences and excluding interests can do. Okay. Make sure that audience size is larger than 2 million in the beginning so that Facebook has a chance. Moving on, the last part is automatic placements and manual placements. So automatic placements means you let Facebook decide to show your ads on Messenger, on Instagram stories, on Facebook stories, on Facebook newsfeed. And I suggest that in the beginning you choose this. Whereas manual placements are if you want to choose a specific place where you want to run your ads. For example, if you deselect audience network and Messenger, then that means Facebook will show your ads only on Facebook and Instagram, Facebook news feed, Instagram feed, marketplace, video feeds, and you can select and deselect whatever you want over here. But in the beginning, as it is written over here, it is recommended to choose automatic placements. Once you have data, again, once you have data and you have about 500 to 1,000 orders, and you know that most of your orders are coming from, for example, Instagram feed. So you can deselect everything else and just keep Instagram feed and let Facebook run your ads only on Instagram feed, because you have the data and you know that most of your sales are coming from there. So you can do that if you want to. So this is what automatic placement and manual placement is. Then we move on even further. And you don't need to worry about this. This is just the conversions. And sometimes you might get a pop-up over here saying that you need to change your optimization to landing page. Do not focus on that. Just always let this be on conversions, because once you change this, then audience will become less and less likely to purchase from you. Then this is the attribution setting. This means that a person who views your ad and purchases your product inside 7 days will be considered a purchase in your pixel. It won't be like, for example, if somebody views your ad today and purchases 6 days later, the pixel will collect that data as the person who viewed it 6 days earlier. So this is what this means. I've already explained what this means, that Facebook charges for impressions, and this is this delivery type. You can't change this. What you can, this part is called automatic bidding and manual bidding. This is very complicated, and in the beginning when you're starting off with Facebook ads, it won't even give you the option for manual bidding. I will later explain this properly, what exactly it is. And so this is, your ad set has been set up for now. I hope you've understood everything I just explained, and I hope I have not made it too complicated for you. In the next session, I'm going to show you how to create your ad creatives, how to set up your ad creatives. Thank you for joining me today. And until the next session, take care.